Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Volvo Christian, and welcome to my EC40 Twin Performance Black Edition. So this is my own car, my personal vehicle. I bought it brand new a couple of weeks ago. I took delivery the 8th of February from Volvo Car Storoslo at Økern, and now it's 23rd of March. So I've had this car for 6 weeks. And during these last 6 weeks, I've actually driven 5,500 kilometers with this car. So in this video, I thought I was going to do an ownership review. My good, my bad, and my ugly with the EC40 Twin Performance after 6 weeks and 5,500 kilometers. So I hope you will enjoy this video here from a sunny spring day in Oslo. But first off, we're going to do a little presentation of the car. What is this? Why did I buy it? And then we're going to kick off with the good, bad, and ugly. But first, as I said, EC40 Twin Performance. You know, for more than 25, Volvo renamed their XC40 and their C40 over to EC40 and EX40. So that's why it's EC40 now. And the Twin Performance means that I have slightly more power than the regular twin. The regular twin provides 408 horsepower and my Twin Performance provides 442. It also means that I have a drive mode in my instrument cluster saying performance, which allows me to permanently activate the front axle. You know, from model 24, Volvo changed their motor configuration for the XC40 and C40, the electric cars. They changed over from the permanently 50-50 distribution and over to primarily rear-wheel drive biased. And on the Model 24, you couldn't permanently activate the front axle. And that was one of my complaints on my previous, because I had a XC40 last year. But now on the Model 25, with this drive mode, I can permanently activate this, either for all-wheel drive or just the increased performance. So this is the Twin Performance 442 horsepower. It's also finished off in the Black Edition version. That was an option for Model 25 that gave you black Volvo badge here. You also have black EC40 model designation in the back, and then black alloys, and then black upholstery. And you can only get it in Onyx black, obviously. So we have black. So that is the base for this car, Twin Performance Black Edition. And then what made this extra special, because a couple of times a year, Volvo Car Norway, the importer, they make these inspiration cars. So they take a random Volvo and then they put out a bunch of accessories that is available, and they put it out to display it in Volvo's showrooms across Norway. And this time they did it with the EC40. So that's why this is loaded with a couple of extra accessories. And it was these accessories that made me just pull the trigger. First one being this roof basket. Volvo branded, but it is Thule. So roof basket with the roof rails or the cargo brackets or something. I'm not sure what the English word. Totally lost track in my mind here. But yeah, that roof basket also have running boards. So these are the two key elements on the exterior. And then we also have a couple of things on the interior that we're going to jump into. But it was this package that made me just... It really stood out in the showroom floors when I saw it at Volvo Car Storoslo, Økern. This is something I need. I need this look. And instantly when I saw this roof basket, I thought, I gotta get some extra lights fitted to that basket. So that's what I did. As you may see here, I have extra lights fitted here in the lower grille, a Vision X, and I also have a Vision X light bar fitted to the roof basket. But I will make a separate video about my light rig, because I also have some lights here on the basket and also some lights under. But as I said, I will make a separate video about that. But let's now jump in and see what we got on the inside. Jumping inside my EC40. And if you're wondering why I have my seatbelt buckled like this, it is because I have the car in neutral because I wanted to have the car's lights on and also the fog lights, just to grab a couple of pictures. So I'm not driving like this. But let's continue with the inspiration car elements that I got when I purchased this car. We got a couple of big elements and then we have some small. We're going to start with the big. The first one are the digital inner mirror. With one tap, I have the regular mirror functionality, just a mirror. And then I can activate the camera function. And then I have a camera view in this digital mirror, because there's a camera pod located in the rear window. And on the C40 or EC40, this is especially good, because the visibility with the regular mirror are completely shit. It is a small letterbox. You can't see anything. So on the EC40 and C40, this is really, really good to have. I will try to make a separate video just about this digital mirror, because this you can get on every single Volvo. Just wiring over to this pod and change the camera. So it is a camera, but I'm overall really, really pleased. But I will make a separate video where I show it in different lighting conditions, benefits and disadvantages. But I'm really glad that I have this and I'm able to try it out. And then I have a dashboard camera, both front and rear. There's another pod in the rear, and we have one pod here for a dashboard camera. I have just connected like this micro SD card, and I have also downloaded something on my phone, because it's Bluetooth, so you can just store like different clips if you want to store something. But I haven't totally gotten to know that this dashboard camera yet. But at least we have dashboard camera, front and rear, and digital inner mirror. These are quite expensive options. I think it was like 13,000 for the camera and like maybe 14,000 Norwegian kroners for this digital mirror. So pretty expensive options. But then we have some small options, some cool things. Oh, stop beeping. We have a little neck cushion. Pretty good to have, even when driving. It just softens up the neck cushion, the neck head support. And then I have an additional pillow that I also got with me. This was just mounted here. But I have this, really good to have when you are stopping at these rapid chargers. Just tilt the seat down and have this to take a little, take a little nap while you are charging. Really good to have. So 2 pillows were included, and then but then we have one more thing, and this is the same thing as you can get in the EX90. I'll just go in the luggage room and pick it up. So what do I have here? This is the last thing that were included in this inspiration car. It's a huge cover. And for what, you may ask? Well, let's see if I can do this upside down. Or this, I have to maybe open it up. And this is a manual shade. Let me see, can I do it? Push it in, push it in, push it in. Yeah, ding, ding, ding. Easy does it, easy does it. Ugh. And there. Stop beeping at me. So, manual shade for the panoramic roof. And this is manual shade. This is also an extra option that you can get on the EC40. But you can also get it on the EX90. Because unlike the XC90 that has an electric sun curtain, in the EX90, cost savings, you have to have a manual shade. It is the same kind. But this is just 2 pieces. On the EX90, it is 3 pieces. But I had it mounted in the beginning, but then I didn't want it, so I just pulled it off. Yeah, pulling it off again. So a manual curtain. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with this because I don't think I will ever use it. I have just put it in under the storage floor. Maybe I can give it to another C40 owner, because I have really no need for this. I love the pillows, I love these 2 options here, but this, I like to let in more lights. So that was the inspiration pack. But let's now jump out again and look at the good, bad and ugly. Let's put this back where I have had it ever since I actually bought the car. At least we can put it there until somebody else takes ownership of that piece. I have no need for it, no need for that one. But all of this was a part of the inspiration package that Volvo equipped this EC40 with. But let's now start with my good, bad and ugly. After 5,500 kilometers, 6 weeks ownership. What are my good, my bad and my ugly? I'm going to take this all in one go. So I will put the box in with the highlights on the side here, so you have that. We're going to start with the good. And the first part, the top of the good list for me, are the visual appearance of the EC40. And this especially thanks to this roof basket. This is what makes and breaks the EC40 for me. Because when I saw this at the showroom floor, with this roof basket, I was just saying, yeah, this is what the last piece of the puzzle was for me. This really pulls it off, especially on the black edition version. And I had a thought of what I wanted with a light rig, both front and rear. And it has turned exactly how I visualized it. And I just love the exterior look, walking towards it at the parking lot after work. And this is what is most important for me. It brings a smile to my face. It's not the best car in any way, but I enjoy it. It makes me happy. It makes me smile when I walk towards this, especially with this roof basket and the light rig. It has turned out exactly how I visualized it. So the visual look are just on top of my list. Second, I would think I will put the seat comfort and the riding comfort. Maybe in connection with the tactical feeling of everything you touch and interact with, the way you use the car. And this is also one of the reasons why I picked the 40 over the EX30. Here you have a driver display, you have physical buttons on the steering wheel, you have physical buttons, 4 physical buttons, window switches. Everything you touch and feel with, the mechanical parts of it, the tactical feel. This is a much better car than the EX30. So the interior, I would think that is my second. Comfort, the tactical feelings when you touch it. And the last part, maybe this should be actually my second part, because one of the biggest highlights for me with the EC40 and also with electric are economy. And it was also one of the reasons why I purchased an electric car, because my previous car was the S60 T8 Polestar engineered, and I'm driving a lot, as you may understand. So my fuel bill for the S60 T8 Polestar engineered was between 4,000 and 6,000 Norwegian kroners every single month, just in fuel, even if I charge it at home every single night. And then we have road tax in addition to that, which is higher on plug-in hybrids over electric. So I'm saving a shitload of money, because usually on my day-to-day runs, I can use the battery of this. I don't need to rapid charge it. I charge at home every night and that is enough. But now I have had a much extra driving back and forward to Gothenburg. But all in all, economy, a huge benefit with going electric here in Norway, and since I can charge at home. So that should be that my top 3 good things are visual, also exterior design, and then economy, and then interior, in terms of comfort and the tactical interaction with the car. So that's my good things. But then we come to the bad things, because as I said, this is not the best car. It's not perfect in any single way, but it's the package that makes it good. But I will now highlight the bad things. We're going to start with the noise insulation. You know, the EX40 and the EC40, they are not exactly quiet cars. There are some road noise or some wind noise, so they're not quiet cars. And I have made it absolutely horrendous. I've made it much worse. Because in addition to the regular car being not so good noise insulated, I have 20-inch winter setup with studded tires. More noise. And then the biggest reason for noise, this wicked as roof basket. You constantly have this whining noise, especially on highway driving. It's not, it doesn't bother me on like below 90 kilometers per hour, but below, or over, you have this really wind noise. And especially when it's windy outside, in addition to the wind you are generating. Say, when you're driving towards Gothenburg, 110 kilometers per hour, there was one of the trips I had down, it was really windy. And when you're pushing like 120-ish, yeah, constantly. But I have my Harman Kardon music playing, but yeah, it was quite noisy on the inside. So I think noise insulation have to be on top of my list of bad things. Another thing, there's no surprise, but driving pleasure. I'm coming from a S60 T8 Polestar engineer, which is like 9 out of 10, maybe even 10 out of 10 within the Volvo lineup. That is the definition of driving pleasure. You want to drive the twisty back roads. You want to just to drive. So if that is driving pleasure, like 10 out of 10, the EC40 is probably like 2. There's no driving pleasure. I listen to music and I like to look at it, but there's no pleasure to drive it. You don't want to find a back road and just hammer about or hustle around the corners. It is tall, it is heavy. Yeah, it is. So driving pleasure have went down the drain. It is like 2, but it was what I knew it from the beginning. I have owned an XC40 before. I have driven countless of 1,000 kilometers in these cars. So, but yeah, driving pleasure, bye. The last bad thing are the price. I have said all the way that the EC40 and EX40 are really expensive because this is a twin performance and it's finished off in the ultra trim level. So we have all the bells and whistles, panoramic roof, 360 camera, tinted windows, tow bar. We got everything. And the sticker price for just the car, as it sits now, are about 680,000 Norwegian kroners. 680. It is crazy expensive, and you can get so much else for that price with other brands. And then again, we made it worse with this inspiration package, because this is 680 is before the equipment. So we have like 15,000-ish on the running boards. We have like 12,000 on the basket, 2,000 or 3,000 on these roof carriers. We have like 30,000 on the inside-ish. It's like 15 and the pillows and this cover for the headlight panoramic roof. Yeah, so I think it was like 80,000 in addition to 680. So we were over 750,000. But obviously I negotiated a good price, or a decent price. It was still way too high for a 40 range, in my opinion. But cars are getting more and more expensive. And I know the good things outweigh the bad things. Because this is predictable, you know what you're going to get. And it also holds its value pretty good. Last year I sold a XC40 and I got a good price for that. So, but the price, holy crap, that is just bonkers. But then we come to the ugly thing, just to wrap up this video. The ugly thing. You know, EC40, EX40, they are not exactly efficient cars. It got better with the Model 24. Pushing instead of the 50-50 distribution, we have primarily rear-wheel drive. So now, when I'm driving, even on highway driving, I'm primarily using the rear motor, just providing the rear axle to get lower consumption. But now, it's like 10 degrees today. It's dry roads. My consumption is almost touching 30 kilowatt hours per 100. But that is not the worst. Because one of the trips I had down to Gothenburg a couple of weeks ago, it was raining, really raining. It was raining so much that the rain was coming up from the ground again, just pouring down. I was just driving with the wipers. And then, yeah, 110 kilometers per hour, 120, just wiper action, and it was windy. Well, my consumption was about 42 kilowatt hours per 100. 42. It's like driving a bus, but I know the basket are really the trigger. Yes, 20-inch winter rims with studded tires. that really messes up the consumption. It makes it worse, but the basket are the trigger that pulls this consumption just sky high. And maybe the light rig also increased ever so slightly. But the basket, you have to suffer for this look, because the range are just shit. And the car can't even predict. When you put in the Google navigation, I want to drive to Gothenburg. Yeah, okay, you're going to arrive with this. No, not a chance in hell you're going to get that. The range are just dropping faster than, yeah, so you can't trust this. The basket just messes everything up. And as I said, one of the trips down to Gothenburg, I started with 100% at work. I had to charge twice on the way to Gothenburg. It's 300 kilometers from Oslo to Gothenburg. I had to charge twice, and then I charged at the hotel during the night, and then I charged twice on the way home again. So I charged five times just from Oslo to Gothenburg and home again. And I was so sick of charging that I did the math, because I could drive my S60 T8 Polestar Engineer down to Gothenburg and up again, still with just one petrol tank. And since the prices on petrol have gone down in Sweden, I could actually do that cheaper with my S60 than the EC40. I charged 5 times. And maybe I didn't pick the correct chargers. Maybe I picked Ionity, and they are slightly high and recharge. But either way, I charged 5 times, and the price for charging combined, compared to the petrol cost on my S60 on one of the trips I had in January, colder, yeah, it was cheaper to run the S60. But that's just one trip under really, really bad conditions, shitload of rain. But usually on my local trips, I'm saving a lot because I charge at home. So overall, I am pretty pleased. But this is my good, bad and ugly after 5,500 kilometers, 6 weeks ownership. My plan is to keep this until middle 2026 and to then transition over to either the ES90 or the EX60 if I'm staying within the Volvo brand. Honestly, I'm also looking at the Audi A6 e-tron Sportback, and looking also at the BMW, what they are doing with this newer class project. So there's a lot of cool cars coming, but I'm gonna keep this at least 1 year. I have thought a lot of wrapping it, but I'm not sure what color I should go for to keep this more rugged look, this Dakar version with this basket, because this basket, I will keep this on regardless consumption. But I'm not sure what color I should wrap it in, if I should wrap it. It is a black edition. But drop a comment down below if you have some suggestions for what color I should wrap it in, if I'm gonna wrap it. But beside that, I'm super pleased with my EC40. But I think it's time to wrap up. The video are probably way too long already. But I really hope you have enjoyed this video here from the EC40. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.